Ultimate comfort. Easy and delicious casserole recipe. Camera pans over a beautifully baked casserole, golden crust bubbling, steam rising gently. Close-up shots highlight the textures of melted cheese, crisp toppings, and hearty fillings. Hey culinary aficionados! Welcome back to Gourmet Explorations, your channel for deep dives into the science and art of advanced cooking techniques. I'm Chef Alex, and today we're venturing into the sophisticated world of casseroles, a dish that not only comforts the soul but challenges our culinary expertise. Stick around as we dissect the intricate layers of creating a masterful casserole. We'll explore the Maillard reaction's role in achieving that perfect golden crust, discuss the thermodynamics of baking for optimal texture, and, of course, culminate in a gastronomic masterpiece that's both delicious and intellectually satisfying. Let's get cooking. Ingredients overview. Wide shot of a countertop meticulously arranged with high-quality ingredients, organic free-range chicken, artisanal cheeses, a selection of heirloom vegetables, and a variety of spices. Let's delve into our ingredient lineup. Protein: 1.5 pounds, approximately 680 grams, of organic, free-range chicken thighs, chosen for their higher fat content and richer flavor profile compared to breast meat. Vegetables: a classic mirepoix, 100 grams of julienne onions, 80 grams of diced carrots, 70 grams of chopped celery, forming the aromatic base rich in essential oils and sugars. Starches: 200 grams of al dente cooked farfalle pasta, employing its unique shape to trap sauce and enhance mouthfeel. Dairy: 150 grams of aged Gruyere cheese for its superior melting qualities and nutty flavor, and 200 milliliters of heavy cream with a fat content of 36% to enrich our bechamel sauce. Seasonings and herbs: fresh thyme, finely chopped rosemary, 2 cloves of minced garlic, freshly ground black pepper, Himalayan pink salt, and a pinch of nutmeg to enhance complexity. For our colleagues with dietary restrictions, substitute the chicken with 1 pound, approximately 450 grams, of seitan for a protein-packed vegetarian alternative, and replace the heavy cream with coconut cream for a lactose-free option. Preparation steps. First, let's focus on our protein. The chicken thighs need to be trimmed of excess fat but retain enough to impart flavor. Cut them into uniform 2-inch cubes to ensure consistent cooking. We're marinating the chicken with a blend of 15 milliliters extra virgin olive oil, a teaspoon of freshly chopped thyme, and a dash of black pepper. Allow it to rest for at least 30 minutes to facilitate the absorption of flavors, a process enhanced by the oil acting as a flavor carrier. Understanding the muscle fiber composition of chicken thighs versus breasts is crucial. Thighs contain more myoglobin, giving them a darker color and richer taste due to higher usage in the animal's movement. By marinating with olive oil and herbs, we're leveraging osmosis and diffusion to enhance flavor penetration at a molecular level. Next, precision is key in preparing our vegetables. Using a chef's knife, we will julienne the onions to a uniform thickness of about 2 mm. The carrots and celery should be diced into 5 mm cubes. Uniformity ensures even heat distribution and cooking, preventing any raw or overcooked pieces in our final dish. Precision in knife cuts isn't just about aesthetics. Uniform vegetable sizes ensure even heat transfer, governed by Fourier's law of thermal conduction. Smaller or irregular pieces may cook faster, leading to textural inconsistencies. Moreover, the increased surface area from precise cuts enhances the Maillard reaction during sautéing, contributing to deeper flavors. Cook the farfalle pasta to just shy of al dente, about 7 minutes in boiling water with a 2% salt concentration. This accounts for the continued cooking during baking, preventing a mushy texture. Drain and toss with a light coat of olive oil to prevent clumping, setting it aside for assembly. The choice of farfalle pasta isn't arbitrary. Its bow tie shape increases the surface area to volume ratio, allowing it to hold sauces more effectively. Cooking pasta to just under al dente is vital due to the phenomenon of starch gelatinization, which continues during baking. Overcooking at this stage could result in a soggy casserole as the starch granules swell excessively, absorbing more liquid from the sauce. Cooking the components. Heat a sauté pan over medium-high heat, adding 15 milliliters of avocado oil for its high smoke point. Introduce the mirepoix, onions first for 2 minutes until translucent, then carrots and celery, sautéing for an additional 3 minutes. Finally, add the minced garlic, cooking for 30 seconds to prevent burning, which can cause a bitter flavor profile. The sautéing process isn't merely about softening vegetables, it's a controlled application of heat to drive enzymatic browning and caramelization reactions. By maintaining a temperature around 120 degrees Celsius, 248 degrees Fahrenheit. We ensure optimal flavor development without breaking down the vegetable's structural integrity. In the same pan, sear the marinated chicken cubes over medium heat, ensuring each side attains a golden brown crust. This is where the Maillard reaction occurs, developing complex flavors. This should take approximately 3 to 4 minutes per side. Remember, we're not cooking the chicken through at this stage, as it will finish in the oven. Searing the chicken involves complex chemical reactions. The Maillard reaction occurs between amino acids and reducing sugars, forming flavor compounds that are essential in gourmet cooking. Controlling the pan temperature to remain above 154 degrees Celsius, 309 degrees Fahrenheit, but below the smoke point of the oil. Avocado oil's smoke point is approximately 271 degrees Celsius or 520 degrees Fahrenheit, is critical to maximize flavor without generating harmful compounds. Now, let's construct our bechamel sauce, a classic French mother sauce. In a saucepan, melt 30 grams of unsalted butter over medium heat. Whisk in 30 grams of all-purpose flour to form a roux, cooking for 2 minutes to eliminate the raw flour taste. Gradually whisk in the 200 milliliters of heavy cream, ensuring a smooth consistency. Simmer gently until the sauce thickens to coat the back of a spoon. Season with a pinch of nutmeg, salt, and pepper to enhance the aromatic compounds. The bechamel sauce serves as an emulsifier and flavor carrier in our casserole. The roux, a combination of equal parts fat and flour, serves to thicken the sauce through starch gelatinization. The gradual incorporation of heavy cream prevents lump formation by allowing starch granules to swell evenly. Adding a pinch of nutmeg is a nod to traditional French cuisine, where it subtly enhances the sauce's depth without overpowering other flavors. Assembling the casserole. In a large mixing bowl, combine the sautéed vegetables, seared chicken, and cooked pasta. Pour the bechamel sauce over the mixture, stirring gently to ensure each component is evenly coated. The goal here is a harmonious blend where flavors meld without any single ingredient overpowering the others. At this stage, the order of incorporation affects the casserole's final texture. Mixing the bechamel sauce into the protein and vegetable mixture before adding the starch ensures that the sauce evenly coats ingredients rich in protein and fiber. This method reduces the likelihood of the starch elements, the pasta, absorbing too much liquid, which could lead to a dry casserole. We're essentially managing moisture distribution, a critical factor in composite dishes. Prepare a 9 by 13-inch ceramic baking dish by greasing it with butter to prevent sticking and promote a golden crust. Transfer the mixture into the dish, spreading it evenly. For textural contrast and enhanced flavor depth, we'll layer 75 grams of grated Gruyere cheese in the middle and top of the casserole. Choosing a ceramic baking dish isn't merely for presentation. Ceramics provide even heat distribution due to their low thermal conductivity. This property reduces the risk of hot spots, ensuring the casserole cooks uniformly. Layering cheese within the casserole, rather than solely on top, introduces intermediary fat layers that melt and create pockets of richness, enhancing the mouthfeel through lubrication of food particles. Top the casserole with a mixture of 50 grams of panko breadcrumbs and 25 grams of grated Parmesan cheese, combined with a drizzle of truffle oil for an umami boost. This topping will yield a crunchy, golden crust upon baking, adding another layer of sensory enjoyment. The topping isn't just decorative, it adds a contrasting texture, essential in advanced culinary practices to engage multiple senses. The inclusion of panko breadcrumbs introduces a lighter, airier crunch compared to traditional breadcrumbs due to their unique processing method involving electrical currents. The truffle oil, rich in volatile aromatic compounds like 2,4-dithiopentane, provides a sensory experience that elevates the dish from comfort food to haute cuisine. Baking instructions. Preheat your convection oven to 180 degrees Celsius, 356 degrees Fahrenheit. The convection setting is critical here. It circulates hot air, ensuring even baking and a perfectly browned top layer. Proper preheating stabilizes the oven temperature, which is essential for precise cooking times. Utilizing a convection oven exploits convective heat transfer, enhancing the efficiency of thermal energy distribution. This is particularly advantageous for casseroles, where varied ingredient densities can affect heat penetration. Preheating solidifies oven temperature, which is critical given that initial oven temperature can drop by up to 14 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Fahrenheit, upon opening the door, according to studies published in Food Science and Nutrition. Place the casserole on the center rack to allow for optimal air circulation. Bake for approximately 35 minutes. Keep in mind that oven temperatures can vary, so it's prudent to check the internal temperature of the casserole, aiming for at least 75 degrees Celsius, 167 degrees Fahrenheit, at the center to ensure food safety. Cooking at 180 degrees Celsius for 35 minutes is a calculated decision. This temperature allows for the continued Maillard reaction on the casserole's surface while ensuring the internal temperature reaches the safe threshold. Overcooking can result in denaturation of proteins beyond the desired point, leading to a tough texture, especially in poultry and dairy proteins present in our dish. Visual cues are paramount. The casserole is ready when the edges are bubbling, and the top is a luscious golden brown. If you notice overbrowning, tent the dish with aluminum foil to prevent burning while allowing the internal temperature to reach its target. Using an instant red digital thermometer ensures accuracy, as the human eye cannot always judge internal doneness, especially in composite dishes. Maintaining food safety standards is non-negotiable in professional culinary practice. The visual indicator of a bubbling edge signifies that the internal temperature is sufficient to excite water molecules, causing them to vaporize and escape, a practical application of phase change in cooking. Serving suggestions. Once out of the oven, allow the casserole to rest for 10 minutes. This resting period is crucial. It permits the redistribution of juices and stabilizes the structure, making for cleaner servings and more pronounced flavors. Resting allows for the process of carryover cooking, where residual heat continues to cook the dish internally. It also permits the reabsorption of moisture back into the proteins and starches, a redistribution facilitated by capillary action within the food matrix. Skipping this step can result in a casserole that weeps excess liquid upon serving, diminishing both presentation and texture. Use a sharp-edged spatula to cut through the crunchy topping without crushing it. Serve portions on pre-warmed plates to maintain temperature. Garnish with a sprig of fresh thyme and a light sprinkle of freshly ground black pepper to accentuate the aromatic elements. Professional plating considers the balance of color, texture, and negative space. By serving on a neutral-toned plate, we allow the vibrant colors of the casserole and garnish to stand out. The use of microgreens or edible flowers can add a touch of elegance, aligning with the standards of fine dining presentation. Pair this hearty casserole with a crisp arugula salad dressed in a light lemon vinaigrette to balance the richness. For beverages, a chilled glass of Chardonnay or a medium-bodied Pinot Noir complements the dish's complex flavors. The choice of a side salad with arugula introduces a peppery note due to the presence of glucosinolates, which cut through the richness of the casserole. The acidity in a lemon vinaigrette aids in palate cleansing between bites, enhancing the overall dining experience. Pairing with wines is an exercise in balancing tannins and acidity. The suggested Chardonnay, with its oak undertones, complements the creamy sauce, while a Pinot Noir offers a fruity contrast. Taste test. Host takes a deliberate bite, savoring the flavors. Exquisite. The interplay between the creamy bechamel, the succulent chicken, and the al dente pasta creates a symphony of textures. The Gruyere imparts a nuanced nuttiness, while the truffle oil elevates the entire dish to gastronomic excellence. A comprehensive sensory evaluation considers appearance, aroma, taste, texture, and aftertaste. The casserole presents a golden brown crust, visual appeal, emanates a harmonious blend of herbaceous and savory aromas, olfactory stimulation, delivers a complex flavor with umami richness, gustatory satisfaction, offers a balance of creamy and crunchy textures, tactile pleasure, and leaves a lingering savory note, aftertaste, making it a holistic culinary masterpiece. I encourage you, fellow culinary experts, to experiment with this recipe. Perhaps infuse it with regional spices or alternative proteins. Share your iterations and enhancements in the comments below. Let's elevate this classic together. Tips and variations. For those looking to tailor this casserole, consider integrating wild mushrooms like shiitake or porcini for an earthy flavor profile. Alternatively, swap the pasta for quinoa or farro to increase the nutritional value and introduce different textures. Exploring the use of molecular gastronomy techniques, you might incorporate spherified balsamic pearls as a garnish, adding bursts of flavor and a modernist touch. Adjusting the pH levels when working with certain ingredients can also influence the Maillard reaction, allowing for creative control over browning and flavor development. This casserole is ideal for meal prep. Assemble it up to the baking step and refrigerate for up to 24 hours. For longer storage, freeze the unbaked casserole for up to a month, ensuring it's wrapped tightly to prevent freezer burn. Understanding the impact of freezing on the dish's components is important. Freezing can cause ice crystals to form, potentially altering the texture upon thawing. Using proper storage techniques minimizes this, preserving the dish's integrity. To reheat, Thaw in the refrigerator overnight if frozen. Bake in a preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius, 320 degrees Fahrenheit, for 25 to 30 minutes, covering with foil to retain moisture. Remove the foil in the last 10 minutes to restore the crispy topping. Avoid microwave reheating, as it can lead to uneven heating due to the casserole's density and composition, potentially compromising food safety and texture. Conclusion. Today, we've dissected the art and science of crafting a sophisticated casserole, a dish that marries comfort with culinary expertise. From precise knife skills, understanding the science behind flavor development, to mastering the nuances of baking physics, this recipe is a testament to the depth of cooking. If you found value in this deep dive, smash that like button, share with your fellow culinary explorers, and subscribe for more content that satisfies both your palate and your mind. Leave a comment with your thoughts, and any advanced cooking techniques you'd like to see explored. Thank you for embarking on this gastronomic journey with me. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of your kitchen, and remember, the best chefs are perpetual students. See you in our next culinary expedition. End credits and additional resources. Screen displays. Follow Chef Alex on Instagram at ChefAlexGourmet, Twitter at ChefAlexTweets, and join the Gourmet Explorations community on Facebook. Check out these related videos: The Science of Perfect Soufflés, Sourdough Baking Masterclass, Molecular Gastronomy, Spherification Techniques. Links are in the description below. Montage of behind-the-scenes clips, accidental spills, humorous mishaps, and laughter. Well, even experts have off moments. Remember, cooking is as much about joy and experimentation as it is about precision. Happy cooking!